Is there a camera on there? We
Hold on. Yeah, tap it for a second.
is that on there?
Oh yeah. Okay, it's on.
Okay.
It's on.
Okay.
Hello there, out there in TV land. Kind of an exciting day. We got some box breaking to do for you there. It's a beautiful day here. It's March 13th, 1991. You know what that means.
Put it on your calendar, boys.
Pro Set 1990-91 hit the streets today. The Series 2, the fans are going wild, and so are myself and my friend Brian Peppers.
Hello.
And I am your host, Mr. Wayne Cunningham. So, you know how to get a hold of us there on the telephone. If you have any questions or some requests, you just shout it on out to us and we'll take care of it. But, Brian, why don't you tell them a little bit about what we're going to see in these packs here?
Well, this has never been done before, and that way we can share the excitement that we are getting from these packs with you. So, we're gonna open up these packs and show you the cards we're getting. We're looking at some of the hottest cards on ice. They now.
are. They are.
Got great photography. It's a new player in the hobby. It's one that's going to be around for a while, this Pro Set. They're doing things right. Great thing for the hobby. And they have an insert in this box here, this Series 2, that it's like the holy grail of the set. Now, what is that, Wayne?
It is the puck.
The puck.
So the reason, let me tell you a little bit about the puck and why it's so popular here and why it's worth so much in Pro Set. So the puck has scored more goals than any player in the NHL ever. So, I think it's kind of a big deal. They finally graced the puck with a card. It's a very important part of the game. I mean, what would we do without the puck? We'd be swinging at the ice, right? So,
sticks in our hands.
You know how it goes. You know it there, bud. So, without further ado, let's get some pack opening going.
Can't wait.
It's a fantastic brand. And I want to point out, every single pack comes with a 10-cent off card. 10 cents. You open a couple of these packs, you might get yourself a free pack. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a great thing.
The more you collect, the more you save.
That's right. So, it's right there on the card, and it's the truth, and it's great for the collectors. So enjoy. So let's kick this off. We've got ourselves a Nevin Markwart. Look at that bucket that's on his head. That is absolutely fantastic. He's looking good. We've got ourselves a Mark Hardy. He might be one of the Hardy boys. You know how that goes, right? So we got ourselves a John Tanner, a whopping 3 feet tall, according to this card here. He looks all hunkered down. It's looking good. Yeah. Craig Ludwig, little bit of the mullet flowing out the back there. I'm impressed. We got a Randy Gillen. Randy Gillen looking good. Dave Reed.
Look at those cards.
He's moving. He's moving on the ice. And the nice thing about these cards, you take a look at the back here. It's a fantastic looking card. You got yourself a nice close-up picture there of the face, sometimes with the helmet, sometimes without. Some of these boys are just really, really gutsy and play the game without a helmet. And then obviously down there at the bottom, you're going to see that beautiful, beautiful Pro Set logo. So absolutely fantastic.
A lot of good-looking boys.
So, we got, next up we got this guy. He's looking good. We got a Chris King. We got the Mike Craig, and here he is. He's looking good in that Minnesota North Stars jersey. Let's talk about that for a second. The Minnesota North Stars, I think they're a team that's going places. They don't have the best record in the world, but, they'll get there, and I think they're going to be around and they're going to be around for a long, long time.
They got the Mall of America.
The Mall of America is amazing.
It's a new company out there selling the TVs.
I think it's called the Best Buy. Is that right? The Best Buy, something along those lines. We got Darren Shannon. He's swinging at something there. He's looking good. Ooh, Dennis Potvin. He's a career point leader. It's written right on the card. You don't have to be a genius to know that. He's a great, great player.
Look at that next card.
And okay, this is exactly what I was telling you about earlier. We have Ron Esselstyn Look at this linesman doing what he does best, watching the game, making the calls, and getting out of the way when the puck's coming for him, you know?
It's about time these guys get the respect they deserve. I've never seen them on a card before.
And then for all the youngsters, I just want to call out down there at the bottom of the card, we got ourselves some officiating tips. You know, and it's telling you, you know, questioning officials is not cool. You know, it's not allowed. So it's a fantastic, fantastic card.
You can learn the game.
You know, it's fantastic. We got Rob DiMaio, and he's in action there. And what do we have up next here? We've got a Jaromir Jagr.
You got it. Oh my God.
This is one of the best cards in this set. Next to the puck. The puck obviously is the Holy Grail, but we got the Jaromir Jagr. This is his rookie card. Where is this guy from? Something with a CZ in it. It looks all important, looks official. The bottom line is this is the card to get. Besides the puck and Jaromir Jagr, put them together, you've got yourselves a dynamic duo. And then rounding out the back end here, we got ourselves a Ken Hodge Jr. So absolutely, you know, gorgeous cards. Absolutely thrilled to be opening them with you today. So I'm gonna throw things on over here to Brian. He's gonna open up the next pack.
Okay, I just can't wait. Hands are shaking. Now I just want to point out too that the packs are tamper-proof, so that way, if somebody's trying to tamper with the packs to see what cards are coming next, they won't be able to do that because it's lined with a silver lining that you cannot see through.
It almost looks like a garbage bag.
Almost. It feels like a garbage bag.
And you know what? You know why they do that, I think? Because you don't want to tamper with a garbage bag, you know?
I know what you're saying there, Wayne.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so we got a Bruce Shoebottom.
Shoebottom. What a name.
What
a name on that guy. That's amazing.
We got a Norman Roccaforte from the Rangers.
And you know what he looks like right there? He looks like he's getting ready to shoot at the Heartache. So, you know, it's amazing thing. Shooting at the walls of Heartache. So.
And the next card, ironic you were talking about these guys, the Minnesota North Stars Team Pack card.
That is fantastic.
And that's another card in the set. I mean, this is another great thing about the Pro set. 700 cards. You know, so that's a lot of cards.
It's not that many cards, though, if you really think about it.
It's great. They got that many cards that they're giving respect to the whole team, all the players, not just the superstars. You know, you got the coaches, the referees, the team cards.
You know, they really had to give you something, considering the fact that instead of 20 cards a pack, they're only giving you 15. So
good point there, Wayne. We got the Vancouver Canucks.
Again, another great team.
Great card. Gordy Roberts from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Great young player there. We got us a Thomas Steen card from the Winnipeg Jets. Mike Hudson. Oh, and this is another thing we're noticing here, too. We got a Peter Zetzel.
Peter Zetzel. What an amazing player.
Now, you look at him, and and what jersey is he in there, Wayne?
He's in a Blues jersey, but I'm a little confused.
Well, if you look up there in the corner, it says he was traded to the Washington Capitals in July of 1990.
Well, that clears up a couple things up there for me, you know.
Right, because you know some people might look at this card and be like, "Hey, he plays for my team," and I don't like, he's in the St. Louis Blues uniform there. So make sure you pay attention to the corners because they'll tell you if the player was traded. Just like this next card, we got Doug Smale. Great looking mustache on this young man.
Yes, that is.
He was traded to Minnesota. Oh, Rick Green from our hometown Detroit Red Wings. Dead Wings.
Yeah, and it's great to see the hometown boys. You guys know, you can tell by the accents, we're Canadian, but we're from the Windsor area. That is our hometown boys over there in Detroit.
We got Scott, that guy from the Kings there.
Yeah, he's nice.
Oh, look at this card. Bob McCammon, and he is upset. He is fuming. I wouldn't want to be on the other side of that conversation there with Bob.
I know. You know what? I think it might be one of them their officials, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it could be a player that's not playing up to his potentials, though.
You know, it could be. And he's one of those guys that's going to give it to you if you give it back to him.
That's right. So there's Bob McCammon. Got a Derek Smith card from the Flyers. Chris Dahlquist. He was traded to Minnesota too. Peter Bondra from the Capitals.
That's a
Good
fantastic
card, another
card.
one of our 10-cent cards.
I'm saving those up. So yeah, let's keep things rolling here. Let's get another pack going.
No cup yet.
No cup yet. Hopefully within the next couple of packs here we'll have ourselves a winner. So so let me just preface things in this here set with saying, you know, a pro set, I know we talked about it, they're newer to the game, and you know how things might go here, and you don't ever know what you're going to get with a new card set, and these guys have been absolutely fantastic. So you know, I just want to thank the people at Pro Set for doing this for us and letting us see this before it hits the streets officially tomorrow. So we're kicking things off with a Mike Reekie. He's looking a little angry there, but he'll get through it. And the next thing we got is Sean Anderson. He's looking good in the Nordiques, the Fleur de Lis, looking really nice.
Any relation to Glenn Anderson there, Wayne?
It may be, but you know what, Glenn Anderson, he's not exactly who we should be talking about right now, if you know what I mean. Then we have, what's this? The Toronto Maple Leafs, looking nice on that card. We got the Habs, another nice Canadian team there, looking good. We've got Ronnie Stern. You know, he's a good guy. Jody Hull, look at him motoring across the ice. J.C. Bergeron, you know, he's a young and upcoming goaltender wearing the number 37, a little unorthodox, but we like it. We got Mikhail Tartanov, and he's one of them Russians that seems to be coming in pretty quick here, am I right?
Well, I mean, pretty soon we might be seeing nothing but trying to read these Russian and Swedish names. We wouldn't be able to read these names.
You know, what's happening to the world when the guy named Smith can't play the game anymore, you know? Oh, look what we have here. This is a nice find. You know, it's the Buffalo Sabres. This logo is one of the nicest logo. Let's give you a little more of a close-up here on this. You know, you've got look at that. And what we got on there? We got ourselves a buffalo and two sabers. And Brian, do you know what that really symbolizes?
No, I don't, Wayne. What is it?
It symbolizes the Buffalo Sabres. You know, so it's a great card to get. Very excited to have it. And you know, that's you know, we got it, and that's one of them that we wanted. So we got Frank Petrolangelo. He's bent all over, maybe taking a little bit of a pooper there. You know what I mean? Wayne Bonney, looking like he's breaking up a little bit of a fight.
He's rubbing his belly there?
I think he might, either that, he might got a good gut punch in, you know what I mean? We got ourselves a Jeff Blukeboom, and he is shooting for the stars there. Brian Noonan. Eddie Belfour making the huge blocker save. Take a look at that. That is fantastic.
Between the pipes, great goalie.
Oh my!
God!
Oh, there it is. It is the puck.
You got the...
Absolutely fantastic. And you know, I would like Brian. I'd like you to take a minute here and tell us what this card really features, especially since you are the expert in the French.
Well, if you take a close look at the card, which is beautiful corners, by the way, it's the puck and it's in a glove. It doesn't actually say whose glove is actually in it, if it's actually game used or if it's just a studio with a puck in a glove. So, and they got some trailing blur effects going on around the puck like it's in motion. So it's a beautiful looking card. And they also have the French name for the puck, which is La Rondelle. So for you Americans that you know, you're sitting around with your chums and watching a hockey game there, and you start saying, "Hey, shoot the La Rondelle," and your friends say, "What is that?" You say, "Well, I know French. It means the puck." So it make you look a little smarter if you know that.
Hey, boys! Hey, you ready for dinner?
Just a minute, Dad.
Mom's got dinner ready. You get your ass up here.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to go now, so we'll finish this box break up on another day.
Thanks a lot for joining us. You know, it's time for some grits and gravy. We're gonna go have a good time. You all have a great night, and we're gonna try and not get our butts beat, if you know what I mean. You know. Hey, take care now.
Take care.